can you give me a tactical way that you like a campaign or initiative that used you
Yeah.
as the centerpiece?
Yeah. So I think and I think actually our friends over at Workbench were the ones that taught me this, which is the use of roundtables and bringing in people into roundtables and not selling them anything. And so I think this is probably one of the most successful things that we did over the history was just we could get, I would do a 9-person roundtable, right? I would be like insanely strict, no salespeople, just me, no marketing, nobody. The team wanted to like the team didn't really like this,
Hmm.
but quiet place, actual
In person.
roundtable, yeah,
In
in
person.
person, actual 9 roundtable, like an actual roundtable. I was important, and I would pick a subject, and I would invite the top executives that I could get to that meeting. And so, for example, like if there was a conference about of a pharma conference, I would go and try to get like the head of machine learning at Merck, the head of machine learning at Pfizer, the head of machine learning at AstraZeneca, and I would invite them, and I'd say, "Hey, Chatham House rules. Nobody's recording his. There's no notes. There's no sales. There's no marketing. I promise I won't pitch you absolutely anything. We're going to talk about what machine learning problems pharma is facing right now."
Mm.
And and by the way, I ended up doing some of these in Zoom during the pandemic, and it did work as well. I prefer them in person, but I did do them during the pandemic and Zoom. And I just became this moderator of getting. So first of all, I was shocked at the fact that I got like competitive, like people. I did a
In the
finance
same
one.
room. In the
Yeah,
same
in the
room.
same table. Like I did a finance one, and I had JPMC and Bank of America and Citi, and they were all and they were the head. And like at first, people were a little bit shy, but then you start. I was the moderator. I started probing them. It's like, oh, you're not revealing secrets. First of all, nobody's talking about it. What are the problems here? Hiring. How are we going to get this? We can't get models in production. We can't do this. We can't do that. And they were amazing. Like it was like some of the coolest like conversations I had in history. And then I made them very like exclusive in the sense that like if you were a good participant, I'd invite you again. And if you were not a good participant, I'd probably like try to get somebody else. And people were like begging me to get in, right? Like these executives are calling me like, "Hey, when are you doing your next one on this? That was the best roundtable that I've ever been a part of. Like, how do I get into this?" And I'm like, "Hey, it's like 9 people only. Like, you're gonna have to wait till the next one, blah blah." And that just created this thing where like that was by far probably one of the best things. And the reality is with those executives, I still talk, I've sold the company 3 years ago. I still talk to them. I still catch up with them. I catch up with them in cities. Like they've moved around between like same industry, but like different companies. So like you can keep on, when these people, you take the time to listen to their problems, what they need, and you're trying to shove your toy down, your software down their throat, you will learn a lot. And so that was kind of probably like the biggest lesson I learned in the go-to-market world, which is like just shut up and listen for a while and then create environments where people want to talk. People want to talk about what they do. Everybody does.
And it's back to the win-win right there in that round table. They're learning, they're advancing their career. It all ties back to that.